Roman Petra, work assignment officer. Those state employees. He even checks his personal email on the office server. Roman Petra, work assignment officer. Those state employees. He even checks his personal email on the office server.
It's you again?
Please, listen to me for a while.
Damn! All right. Have you managed to do it yet?
Well, not exactly. I just wanted...
We have a deal. Until then, we don't know each other and nobody said anything.
I've never worked for Theolex, but one should try everything. I can see Endora has been sacking more people than ever. The problem is, most of the people only find out the morning they don't let them come back to work. I've never worked for Theolex, but one should try everything. It's impossible to work with this. So the clerk's son really did steal something. Maybe there's something I could do about it.
Please, listen to me for a while.
Damn! Damn it! You won't give me a rest, will you? All right. What else does the inspection want to know?
So it's done. Your son is cleared of all accusations.
Hello? What are you talking about?
You know, about that problem, which doesn't exist.
The problem which doesn't exist. Yes, you're right. There's no problem. Goodbye.
We agreed on something.
I don't remember.
Look, I don't want to argue. I think we were in a similar situation, weren't we?
Were. But now we aren't, and I'm able to eliminate you. And you know what? I have to. Android.
Bastard! One day you're gonna pay for this.
One day maybe. But so far, I'm getting away with it. Arrest him!
Please, listen to me for a while.
Damn! Damn it! You won't give me a rest, will you? All right. What else does the inspection want to know?
So it's done. Your son is cleared of all accusations.
Hello? What are you talking about?
Your son, Felix, and Dora. Does it ring a bell?
Are you playing games with me, sir?
You're the only one playing games here so far.
I don't think so.
So stop thinking and try to remember.
There's nothing to remember. Go away.
Well, I'll probably go to your boss and tell him about that.
What? Have you gone mad? Androids will kill you.
I managed to get past them in Felix, and considering your popularity with the management, they will gladly believe everything I say.
All right, as you wish. I'll arrange it with Andorra. Now get out of my sight.
Thanks. It's been a pleasure dealing with you.
Get out, damn you.
Any documentation of the building site exists, it must be here. Not long ago, I went to pick it up personally. I was a legal employee then. It's not on. And I don't have time to tamper with it anyway. No Name told me to find the documentation of the building site I was working on, but there are only some empty files, books, and a locked drawer on this shelf. It must be inside. There are no documents here, and I can't open the drawer. It looks like the universal kind of lock Andorra uses almost everywhere. You put a piece with pins to the round surface, and the pins come out or fall back, depending on how the lock moves. Unfortunately, I don't know the correct order. I can't do anything without a key or a proper tool. Bad idea. Waste of time. It's not going to happen. Waste of time. Waste of time. Foundation plans. But it's not the foundations of the building I need. I'm only taking the pins. I don't need anything else. All I could take here is the keyboard, but I don't need one. The documentation is here, and I have to find it. It looks like the universal kind of... You put a piece with pins to the round surface, and the pins come out or fall back, depending on how the lock moves. Unfortunately, I don't know the correct order. I can't do anything... Damn! The lock returned to its original position. The pins fell out. Done. It wasn't so difficult after all. Bingo! The documentation of all the buildings in Prague is here. Here we go. Let's get out of here. I have the documents. It wasn't at all easy to get them.
Well, did you think working for the Resistance would be a walk in the park?
No, but getting assigned to Endora was hard enough, and they were shooting at me when I was leaving.
Get used to it. Things will get worse. We're in war, not kindergarten.
Okay, fine. But I'm tired. Are the documents at least useful?
Sure, but unfortunately they're incomplete. Part of the documents are missing.
How can it be missing? I took all there was.
The part about the building itself is missing. This is just an introduction.
And where's the rest, then?
Probably at the building site. At the site manager's office. You're gonna have to go there.
But it's closed now. I'll probably get to the gate, but no further.
Don't worry about that now. Leave it to the morning. You look tired. Get some rest.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Although, there's one more thing.
What thing?
They almost got me when I was running from Endora.
But you made it, didn't you?
Yeah, this woman helped me. The one from the professor's notes, the murderess.
What? What was she doing there? How did she help you?
She distracted them when they were about to start shooting at me, almost as if she was waiting for it. Then she got away quickly, but I recognized her.
Look, listen to me now. The woman's dangerous. She'll probably try to kill you too. Probably knows you're with the Resistance by now. Go home. I need to think everything over. You should watch out. Stop by here tomorrow morning.
Strange. When I mentioned the murderer, No Name became suspiciously alert. Could it be that he's afraid something might happen to me? But if that woman really wants to kill me, why did she save me in Endora in the first place? Maybe she isn't the murderer either. Well, I'd better stop. I'll be wiser tomorrow. I should go see Tom. He doesn't show it, but he worries about me. So, Tom, you closing up?
Me? Of course. It's late. Or early.
It's gonna be dawn soon. Looks like it'll be a warm day.
Yeah. And how long are we going to talk about the weather?
Hey, sorry. I was just stopping by before going to bed.
You seem quite busy for someone who's unemployed. As a matter of fact, what did you do all day?
Easy. I didn't stick my nose into anything serious.
I wish that was true. They say Andy's been dragged away by the androids.
What? That fool! When I didn't see him by the gate, it crossed my mind he'd probably been arrested.
And it was probably something serious, because I tried to get him out of it for the last time, but I wasn't able to. Even my connections came short of doing that.
Maybe it'll be better for him to just stay in jail for a while. It'll calm him down a little, and if I know him as well as I think, nothing worse will happen to him.
If he makes it out alive?
Perhaps I'll try asking my own connections.
So you won't give over that resistance stuff?
Sorry, but I had to.
All right, Richard, I'm warning you while there's still time. The resistance isn't like in your dreams. People die, and they often don't even know what for. A single person can never achieve anything. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
I believe you, but I simply had to try. I need to know there's some alternative.
It's late. The bar's closing.
I'm sorry. Wish I could lay down. I'm tired. How did this get here? Weird, the door was locked. All you know is lies, twisted reality. If you wish to know the whole truth, come to the professor's apartment. Hurry. All you know is... I can't believe it. What is this supposed to mean? I'm not going to sleep now. My favorite and only bed. I'm not going to take anything else. I'm not going to take anything else. Huh. Shouldn't have made the effort to come here. No one and nothing seems to be here. Maybe she's waiting inside.
No, I'm waiting here.
You? Murderer! You killed Petrenko and tried to blame it on me!
Wait a second. I hoped you came to find the truth and not to blame me. Especially since you don't know all the facts.
Maybe I don't know everything, but I know enough.
Really? And who told you? I suppose No Name bamboozled you like all the rest. Damn bastard!
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't give me that. Damn. Sir here wanted to join the resistance and has taken the first bite he came across. Hasn't it crossed your mind that maybe it's all going too smoothly?
It wasn't that smooth, and I still don't know why I'm standing here with a murderer whose murder I was nearly accused of.
Oh, please. No Name knew from the start that you didn't kill Petrenko. He just needed someone to do the dirty work.
So why should he accuse me? That doesn't make sense.
He was probably testing you. You're a perfect victim for him, and you're neither the first nor the last.
What? How so? And who the hell are you preaching to me this way?
Richard, you still don't understand?
How do you know my name?
Richard, I know a lot about you, and our lives are in fact quite similar.
So what am I to do now?
Look, I didn't help you get into Andorra just out of pure goodwill. I admit you did good work, but without my help you would hardly be speaking with me now.
Why should I believe you really did help me? To get into Andorra wasn't easy at all, and I was the one who managed to do it. No one else was there. So prove I have anything to be grateful to you for.
Well, if I pass over the saving of your life in Andorra, do you think you could just walk around Theolex?
Maybe it seemed a little too easy to me, but don't try to tell me it was you who arranged it.
Certainly not me alone, but the resistance. The real one.
But that can't be.
It can, Richard. Look, you must have a lot of questions, but this is no place for answering them.
Nice place. And I thought my place was ugly.
I don't live here. I'm only sleeping over. I can't stay at one place for too long.
I think you should answer some of my questions now, don't you think?
That's why we're here. Ask.
Well, in fact, there's one question that crossed my mind. You know my name, but I don't know yours.
Andrea Raskova. Pleased to meet you. But you must have other questions, don't you?
I don't understand. Why did you murder Petrenko?
I have to apologize for that. Neither me nor the professor wanted you to be blamed for that.
What do you mean, nor the professor? What kind of bullshit is that?
You know, some members of the Resistance have to, whether they like it or not, play on several sides. In the case of the professor, well, it was all the sides. He was helping the Resistance, but had to work for Endora, Theolex, and even for the state.
But I still don't understand why he had to die because of it.
Look, you surely know that Professor Petrenko established Theolex and was the leading developer of the first android, the type called Michael. That brought him great success and renown, but after the war, Theolex changed. The android started to be used for fighting and oppression, which was something the professor had never wanted. And so the executive board didn't need him anymore. They made him an honorary vice president of the company. He had no executive powers and was moved to the slums. They only let him work on things they themselves weren't able to do, but he was never allowed to direct any full project again, from its design to realization. He could only work on fragments. And so he started helping the Resistance, but only a little, because he didn't want to draw attention, until some engineers from Endora paid him a visit. They showed him drawings of a strange device and wanted him to help them understand the technology it used. At first he hesitated. After all, it was Endora. When Endora wants something, it's usually something big. But eventually he started to study the drawings, mostly because of the Resistance. He was sending us progress reports regularly, but he wasn't able to find out much.
Now I don't understand it at all. I wouldn't be surprised if the state murdered him. But why you? He was helping the Resistance, wasn't he? What kind of technology was it?
That's a good question. The professor never had the full description, and it's quite possible that Endora didn't either. He only gave us information about Endora's probable next steps. For example, that it would start searching for something on the construction sites around Prague. He didn't reveal what it would be, and maybe he didn't even know himself. Until he called me again yesterday afternoon. He absent-mindedly told me that he finally understood the technology. He said it was dangerous, and that it must not get into anybody's hands, and absolutely not into the hands of Endora. According to him, it was not a weapon, but something much worse.
What worse?
I don't know, and we probably won't ever find out, because the professor wanted it that way. He hoped it was not too late and that he was the only one who knew what he had found out. He told me he must prevent anybody from uncovering the secret, but he wasn't able to do it himself, and so he asked me for help.
You're telling me the professor asked you to kill him?
That's how it was.
What? And I'm to believe... But then again, on the other hand, it makes sense. When I visited the professor for the first time, he seemed somewhat anxious, as if he was waiting for someone.
Yes, he was waiting for me. I saw you and waited until you left, and then I killed the professor. He told me I was in fact helping him to forget. Forever. In short, he was too dangerous. For all of us. If Endora wished, they could make him tell them everything.
That's for sure. When I returned, police were already there, and they even called a detective. It surprised me, because for other murders, they don't even bother taking the body away.
Yes, it was strange. Even I was surprised. The state itself has probably taken an interest in the technology, and that's no good. Although the professor can no longer tell anybody, I fear he sacrificed himself in vain.
Why? Are there some of his notes or drawings left?
No, but it seems Endora continues the research anyway. And because even somebody like No Name was angered by Professor's death, it means Endora really wasn't the only one who wished to get their hands on the technology.
Who's No Name, if he isn't with the Resistance?
No Name is one of the best agents of the state. All in all, nobody knows much about him. He came to Prague only recently from somewhere in former Russia. He has the best training. It's said he's trying to destroy the resistance at its roots by murdering selected families. But one time he failed. He's said to be terribly angry because of that single failure. And since then, he's been doing his all to erase the resistance from existence.
So why didn't he kill me?
That's part of his strategy. He saves himself the trouble, just like the Germans during World War II. They forced Jews in the concentration camps to dig graves not only for themselves, but everyone in their own way will try to gain it for themselves. The state will use the intelligence service, Andorra will invest in research, and Theolex surely won't just sit aside.
I need to go through it all again. So, Andorra has drawings of some device that uses an unknown technology and is very valuable. They asked Petrenko to help them understand it, and he got to the bottom of the technology after some time. He found out it's something dangerous and decided he would rather have himself killed than allow someone to get the technology.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but how does the state fit into all this? What kind of technology could it possibly be that everybody is so interested in?
It's hard to say, but one thing is sure. None of them are going to give up easily. Quietly, everyone in their own way will try to gain it for themselves. The state will use the intelligence service. Andorra will invest in research. And Theolex surely won't just sit aside.
So, I better go now. But, actually, what am I to do?
I was already starting to think you wouldn't ask. You don't have much to choose from. Either No Name kills you, or you join us, the real resistance.
That's really not much of a choice.
So, it'll be best if you can return home, get some sleep, and, in the morning, do the task No Name gives you. But you'll bring the documents you find to me, here. After that, you'd better not show up at home anymore. In fact, it would be better if you didn't go anywhere near the gates or to the places where you did something tonight. Someone might recognize you, and that would be a problem. No Name probably won't start looking for you right away. He thinks you trust him. But eventually he will realize you fooled him, and he will want your head.
But he gave me the card. He can use it to trace me up.
Keep it for now, or he could start suspecting you. Tomorrow, I'll give you another.
All right. Well, thank you, I think.
You're welcome. We'll be the ones thanking you if you help us figure out what Andorra is planning and what everyone is after.